I had no idea that a simple dark web search would turn into my worst nightmare, and almost cost me my life too. So my story starts a few years ago. I used my tech skills to launch a small dark net forum. Nothing crazy, just a place for uncensored information. I was paranoid, so I spent days researching how to stay anonymous. With no money for offshore hosting, I ran it from an old laptop I had. To my surprise, it actually worked. Users joined, donations came in, and after a few months, I upgraded to a better setup. Things were smooth, until one day my PC froze. Weird, I thought, but I just chalked it up to hardware issues. I ended up replacing the RAM and just got back online. Months passed, and the site continued to grow. But then one night, everything changed. I got home, opened a message, and froze. It had everything. My name, address, passwords, bank info. Every device I owned was compromised. And then I got a text. I know everything about you. Seconds later, a call came in. I answered. 2 Bitcoin, or things get worse. I tried to ignore it and just shut my computer and hope that this was some internet troll trying to mess with my head. But that night, at 2 a.m., I heard loud banging at my door. I grabbed a knife and went to see who was outside. As I peeked through the curtains, the person ran back to their car and drove off. But on the floor, he left an envelope. Inside, photos of me, sleeping, with hearts drawn around me. I called the police, but there was nothing they could do. I wiped everything and went completely off grid, crashing at my friend Marcus's place. But then it happened again. We heard knocking at Marcus's door and went outside, and all there was left were photos of me sleeping again. But this time, the photos were of me sleeping at Marcus's place. Knowing they'd come back, we decided to set a trap. We stayed up all night, and when the person came back on the porch, we made sure we were there ready to detain them and wait for the cops to come. The police rushed in and then took the person in for questioning. Hours later, a detective called me. "Do you know her?" "Her? She's the one who's been stalking you." Turns out, it was a woman this whole time. She'd created fake accounts, hacked me, and sent those messages. She had a whole shrine of me in her apartment. The police say she'd planned to drug me, kidnap me, and lock me in a makeshift bed for forever. I haven't touched the dark web since.